Hi guys, in this video I will just be saying some of my thoughts on the changes that impact the day 1 expedition league, as well as do a little bit of progression updates for my Carrion Golem build. Okay, so first of all, day 1 of the expedition league is sort of like a backlist start for everyone already. Okay, so firstly, players can be seen dying very often in Act 1 after they have released the patch notes that Act 1 has been buffed. And my takes on this will be the Act 1 monsters are just way too powerful, and the game is just punishing you for trying to run through the acts very quickly with very little item. Okay, so my thoughts on this is that even with decent starting items, the monsters are just still too overpowered. Like for example in mud flats, probably if one or two Roa monsters were to charge you, and yeah, within just 2 to 3 hits you are probably already dead. So how are we supposed to progress on if the monsters are too strong? Like, not to mention those hardcore players, like if you are already wandering in mud flats and you are starting to die a lot, there isn't any fun in it. Okay, so the second thing I want to mention is that the game has changed so much that players are not used to the new setup, and there are many difficulties for them to be actually enjoying the game. I think the most important change is probably the flask. So with the flask changes, players are more vulnerable to the ailments, and thus we die a lot more than what should not be. Okay, many streamers have died so many times. I've seen their stream until they get extremely frustrated with it. Like, just out of nowhere, after your immunity, you still probably get chill or ignite and you just die randomly. Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially for those that are playing on hardcore. Okay, like even some of my friends just say that they are done with this league. Like on day 1, they are already done. They don't want to play anymore because um it is the nerfs are there, but there is no incentives to the nerfs. There's no good things, or there are no additional things that are rewarding for these nerfs. Okay, so yeah, GGG. The changes are understandable, but they are just far too much to handle, and in a way that players are not enjoying the contents of dying so frequently while doing through the story mode. Not to mention that some are dying so much in white tier maps as well. Okay, and the third thing I want to mention is that as predicted, many players are actually playing minions, traps, and bow builds. Just simply because these skills are the ones that are least affected. So as you can see, this is the POE Ninja website where I've used to reference. First of all, I'm not sure how updated is this or when was this updated, but I'll just use it as a reference, and uh, straight away you can see like the first 3 classes are very straightforward. Saboteur for mines, traps, Necromancer for your minions, and Raider for your bow builds. Like there can be Dead Eye also, but I think most of them choose to go Raider because of the immunity to ailments, the 50% immunity to ailments. Okay, and if you can see the main skill, first the most popular one is Ice Trap. Honestly, I'm not sure why Ice Trap, cause I don't play trap builds. Second is Toxic Rain. I think Toxic Rain is very popular in all leagues. It has always been very popular. And then third is respec, which no doubt people are using the syndicate operatives. And then moving along now, you can see most of them are actually either bow builds or just minion builds. Some do actually have spell boosts, and including the new one like the Forbidden Rite. Okay, next up I want to talk about my own progression for the day 1. So the at the start of the league, it was actually very rough for me because I wanted to meme with the Summon Reaper build, and I've tried many ways, but it just doesn't work out. If some of you have actually seen the streamers stream that are trying out the Summon Reaper, you will know that they give up halfway. Yeah, they just gave up halfway because it just sucks so badly. Like the Summon Reaper is not even tanky at all. The HP is so little that it cannot even sustain like a few hits, and before it can even actually dish out the damage, it dies very very frequently. So the damage of the Summon Reaper is actually really very high, but what's the point of having such a high damage if the minion cannot even survive? And here is my latest progression update. I have decided to stop and take a break over here. I'm currently sitting at level 82. Actually, honestly, I think this is very slow because I started memeing out with the Summon Reaper build and it didn't work, and that actually took me nearly 5 to 6 hours to respec into back to Carrion Golem. So yeah, a lot of time wasted. That's why I'm sitting at level 82. Otherwise, I think 84, 85 would be better, and I could probably farm a few more items. Okay, so yeah, this is my current standing. I have already farmed 2 clay shapers from the start straight, and basically what else I have farmed is the 2 full set of the primordial jewels. One is for the jewel sockets on the large cluster jewel, and the other one is to exchange it for the animal stone. And I've also actually managed to get my hands on the large cluster jewel, and it is 8 passive skills. So apparently in this league, the 8 passive skills minion jewel is not expensive. I only bought them for like 10 chaos. And yeah, the most expensive one is the primordial might, which is 30 to 40 chaos, but I managed to get it ahead of time before it rise in price. I think it is slowly going to rise in price because more or less people know that minion builds are going to be very strong over here. So yeah, the next item I will probably focus on is the Cold Iron Point and the Alpha's Howl. I'm not sure when I'll be getting that, but based on the current economy status, I'm very sure that I can transit into the low budget version tomorrow. For the Animate Guardian, I don't think it is possible anytime because the Soul Taker is extremely expensive at this point. So yeah, here is my progression update. There are actually other stuffs I farm also, but well, yeah, these are actually the main items that I managed to get my hands on in day 1, and I'm sitting at level 82. So for some of you guys that would actually like to see currently what are my equipments or my build skill gems and stuff like that, you can actually head over to POE Ninja. My profile is also available. Just click the Necromancer, and then under the main skill, just filter summon Carrion Golem, and I am somewhere in between here, like yeah, over here. See? Okay, so once you go in, you can just import the code over here to your path of building, and the information will be over there. Okay, that comes to the end of my day 1 progression update. Just a gentle reminder, I will be doing a meta report 1 week into the league, 2 weeks into the league, and 1 month into the league. So this is just to update you guys on the current standings of the meta, including the classes and the skill gems. And so yeah, if you would like to know more about what is currently going on or happening, do watch that video once it's posted. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Do remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you like to see my contents. Thank you. Bye.